Hearts manager Robbie Neilson rages, absolutely rages at VAR shambles even. Robbie Neilson said that a Celtic player should have been sent off last night, and he said that VAR is working for Celtic. Honest to God, the guy is absolutely nuts. We'll talk about him in a minute. Celtic went out to win 3-1 last night with goals from Kyogo Furuhashi, Dyson, and what about that? Hax says, oh, what a strike from Haksabanovic. That was an absolute screamer of a goal. He did say after the Sevco game that he wanted to score a screamer, and he promised the fans he would. But goal of the season, if Tony Ralston had just got that overhead kick down just a little bit, that would have been an absolute screamer, and that would close the book on goal of the season. The Celtic manager was a bit irritated about the game last night. He went on to say that he thought the first half was a bit of a failure to maximise on the talents of Kyogo Furuhashi despite winning 3-1. And the Celtic manager wasn't too happy, but he was happy at the end of the game when he seen the banner unveiled by the Green Brigade, and it was a fantastic banner, basically saying out by Christmas, they said, and roll on to the next 100 games. But the Celtic manager Ange Postecoglou said after the game that Celtic weren't at their best, and he went on to say we did make 4 changes to freshen up the side, including both fullbacks, and he admitted that may have robbed the team of some fluidity, but he found some positives in the play. He says we weren't great, we weren't as fluent as we have been, said the Celtic manager. I've got to make an allowance for the fact that I made a number of changes, which is always kinds of disrupt things, particularly putting guys in who haven't played for a while, but we had to do that. We didn't really get into any rhythm. Hats off to Hearts actually, the first half they're having a real go. I wish more teams would actually come and have a good go at Celtic Park rather than sitting back and parking the bus, but towards the end of the game, Hearts did exactly that, they just parked the bus. Celtic manager went on to say, we forced things early in the game, but the lads showed strong mentality. That's the thing about this team. The best part was probably more our quality, was the quality of our goals. Furuhashi moved on to 25 goals in all competitions, but Postecoglou felt the Japanese striker was underutilised. You have to put that down to the way that Hearts were playing in the first half, so we didn't use him well. He did make fantastic runs at times. I get frustrated that after 18 to 20 months, we still don't see them. Postecoglou says the beauty is that he doesn't get frustrated, he just keeps on making these runs. He's an outstanding contributor once again. Furuhashi's compatriot Maida was forced off with an injury, and he may miss the quarter-final. It'd be devastating if he does, but we have such a strong team, I think we'll still manage it this weekend. He got a knock on the knee, he was a bit sore, he got a knock on the knee, scoring his goal. It was a fantastic goal. It's another short turnaround to this weekend. Will we do it this weekend? I think we will. We've got enough to beat Hearts at Hearts' own ground. But Robbie Neilson, the green-faced Hearts manager, he was just he says that VAR goes for Celtic. He says that he'll be sure that the referee would be disappointed in his decision not to send off Bernabei in the first half. I don't know what he's honestly thinking about. He says, we'll see. To be honest, just make the right decisions, he says. You have to have consistency. You have to have consistency. Scottish referees' consistency in Celtic. They consistently hold up the game with VAR. But we'll never talk about it. I mean, there was 6 minutes added on to the first half, purely due to the stoppages and VAR. So, well, he greets about that. Ange Postecoglou is a bit moaning about the fact that the team wasn't as good, he says, and being his 100th game, we still came out on top, which was fantastic. The banner by the Green Brigade last night was really good, and Ange Postecoglou loved that. But Robbie Neilson, he is going to go on about this all week, even though we made some changes. I think they made some changes too. Who cares what Robbie Neilson thinks? I think we will do it the weekend. It will be a completely different kettle of fish at Tynecastle. It always is. Obviously with the bigger, tighter ground, it is a bit tighter there, but it is a good stadium. They'll be right on top of us with the game. A few of the lads on the channel went for 3-1 last night. Hats off to you. You've got the score right. I said 3-0. It looks like we've always got that goal that we're going to give away just now. We did have a good run where we were keeping clean sheets, but you know, we do have that little tendency just to give the odd goal away, but we have it in our locker to make sure that we score more than the opposition, and we do better than what VAR tries to get us doing. So on that note, that's enough for today's video. I shall see you on the next video. People were asking about doing a live. If you keep an eye on the comments section on the community tab, because that's where everything kind of gets announced, and there's a lot of interaction on that. Make sure you give this video 100 thumbs up. We'll go for a low amount today since it is a hangover day. I shall see you on the next video, and we'll talk about the live in the community tab, and we'll see who we can get on. So if you want to come on live with us on the One Celtic Fans View, and we'll have a bit of shits, giggles, laughs about Celtic, and we'll talk about Celtic and where they are. See you in the next video.
Roll up to the party, roll up to the party, roll up to the